Martyr. Oh, no, that's a Wesp. They immediately focusing on, oh my lord. That was a Wesp, I should have said. That was a Wesp. Hey guys, before the main video starts, if you want to support the channel, again, like, subscribe, or become a channel member. Every little bit helps, and I greatly appreciate everyone who watches this video. Enjoy. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering, well, I'm covering a 3v3 on Gothic line. There's a number of key competitors here. We got ourselves, I should probably do up top left. We got Yoon, Gregory, I'm assuming? Oh god, why? And Gourmet Research Society. Versing, Goopil, and Orange. Just, oh god, just some great names there. Or at least names, and let me double check to see if one of my awesome, people, dang it, Wawa was managed to translate for me. Because sometimes he'll manage to translate names, but it looks like he was unable to for this replay. Just want to double check. So, again, two Brits and American versing two Vermont and a Doc. We already have, let's see, a motorcycle? Yeah, motorcycle team, just taking it. Just because the name is so funky, I'll just call him Greg. I know that's off, but Greg, congratulations in you. American Engineers, interesting choice. I guess they did try to change that and make things better. But Cadencry trying to cut off the territory. Unfortunately, American Rifleman gonna put a quick end to that. But yeah, this is post, I guess, the hotfix, which did fix not only some units in the game, but also apparent responsiveness made that better. So anytime you make the game better, awesome to see. Now let's see what the Allies and Axis both bring to the table. Right now, for one of the British players, we got the Australians making their debut. We got Air and Sea, so a lot of resource cache potential, and some good specials, or maybe some an archer. And then we got ourselves the advanced infantry, so Rangers, of course, leading the way. For the Germans, not much, except for armored support by Yoon. All right, we'll see how this guy does. Again, he's going to try to give his best in the north. We have half-track, Panzer Grenadiers, and other defenses. Again, Gothic line is definitely very much, it's weird. It is kind of reminiscent of like a bridge map, where it's like you have more limited options to advance. It's more choke pointy. Maybe not a bridge map, maybe like something like Edinburgh Station or Ungermute or something like that, where it's more limited in your advance potential. But unlike those maps, you can eventually like demolition and destroy a lot of this stuff and open it up over time. So we'll see if maybe some of the British heavy bombers or the artillery will come into a factor, or maybe something from the German side. Armored support doesn't exactly have that. Oh, that's Air and Sea, because I have that going on. Whoops. But yeah, they have essentially a dive bomb and the Stuka AT loiter. Most people pick the loiter, but hey, if you got the dive bomb, maybe you can blast his way through. Speaking of blasting, British forces been upped with, well, rifles for additional detection and provide some artillery if necessary. But they're doing a very good job at sniping those Panzer Grenadiers. More Panzer Grenadiers off in the distance, but they don't seem to be doing too much. British forces are in solid cover. Flamethrower unit coming on in. So trying to burn the Brits out of there. Not a bad strategy. Fire seems to be pretty effective overall. But alas, even with all the fire, they were unable to be pushed out. And that unit had to be pulled back. Actually, lost two guys inside. But anyway, now they're focusing on the Panzer Grenadier. The real interesting question would be, does the British player have a medical truck coming on up? He has the building being made, so after platoon is done, then he could. But I think he's doing a lot of damage. I don't think he can sustain that sort of firepower. So that's unfortunate. But hey, he's trying his best. Middle, it seems like the... wow, okay, the Germans are holding on to that. Greg managed to take on the victory point, which things are pretty close. Due to the fact that the Australians pushed pretty deep into the enemy lines. Actually, they have 1 foot on the territory, but that is enough to grab it. 10 munitions going to the Allies. And right now, the Allies, if they get that, will have a massive lead over the Axis in munitions. Fuel-wise, it's dead even, though, again, you don't want to be 2-to-1 in munitions, because then you get additional weapons, armaments, all sorts of stuff going to the allies, and you definitely don't want Bren guns up the wazoo, or AT rifles, or among other things. Looks like we have a Panzer Grenadier moving on up from him. Let's see. Grenadiers are trying to counterattack. Throws grenade, they retreat. Engineers getting close, but they're not backed up by anything, are they? You should probably have brought your MG if you were going to push up. But MG's guarding the south here. North got just swatted back with Grenadiers and Flamethrower, easily pushing them away. So, oh, a nice flank by the Americans. MG, though, but double MG holding the line. Actually, Greg is very much support heavy. American forces trying to claw their way in. I think they're going to slowly overwhelm Greg. He just didn't have enough MGs, or just Grenadiers to hold back so many different directions coming on in, which is unfortunate. But he did manage to almost kill this rifleman. That's a small win. And Mortar's doing what it can. Grenadier coming on up, but he did lose one of the MGs. Is it back at base? Hold on. There's been like this weird thing where I've been noticing support equipment running back to base. But no, the MG's here. Alright, American forces are pulling back. Seems like that mortar definitely came in clutch with the Grenadier now in solid cover. We have a truck going out. Interesting. So again, the Australian light infantry do get this light vehicle that can get you additional resources, and they did change it to where it's faster when it picks up resources. So I guess the idea is to get a ton of fuel to like boost up further. He got a Stewart, so maybe he's going with like a Stewart spam. Maybe? I mean, hold on. How many... that could work. Although he's getting the equivalent of a Stewart per turn in terms of fuel. We'll see what he does before I make any assumptions. Well, I don't have to make an assumption here. Right now you got the half-track opening fire. But really it's EMG suppressing that's the biggest issue. This thing, I'm going to be honest, I don't care for this autocannon. It's doing work, but as you can see, it's not getting that many kills, right? It's okay against light vehicles, but even so, I've seen like 2 dingoes kill this, even with the autocannon. It's not like the autocannon, let's say on a 222 from KO2. It's just not as potent as that thing. AT gun is on standby, but it looks like a great counterattack by Eunice managed to grab a lot of territory for the Germans. In this situation, they are getting now 40 munitions, Allies 30. The truck did make it back, so good for him. British forces are trying to hold, but I feel like the double flamethrowers might be a bit too much. Because, oh my god, they just go straight through. Oh, there's the MG as well. Suppress that, and yeah, there they go. Yeah, it's like, focus on the flamethrowers, don't focus on the MG. That's gonna absolutely murder you. Looks like Rangers are on the field with bazooka teams, so they have plenty of AT. So, hey, good for him. And again, one positive note is eventually you can get white phosphorus rounds, which is a solid thing to do against MGs or other stuff to help your Rangers get close and pulverize them. Now, again, we also doing mechanized because you can see here, you got designated for repair assembly. You can put that anywhere on the map and it'll automatically heal both your vehicles and your allied vehicles for your team. So that's pretty good for Orange. Alright. Also, we have the field... Oh, okay, he's healing up his infantry. Oh, yep, here come the Stuarts. Mass Stuarts on the field. Pushes back the German forces, which... Okay, he has a whirlwind on the field. Now he's getting a martyr. So he is trying to get up some light armor, but he needs coverage. If Gourmet doesn't have solid infantry support, it's not going to go great. What the freak? Alright, did not expect this on my bingo card. Stuart going toe-to-toe with the whirlwind. And whirlwind can't even pen it. Although multiple fouls are about to hit that Stuart. Damage engine. Stuart may meet its maker. This other one might try to move its support. If the rifleman can help guard this, they absolutely need it. But Whirlwind could help support against the infantry, because it's still in good health. But this Stuart is lighting up the Axis as they try to engage. The Stuarts have the high ground. It managed to pull back, so good on them. Stuarts hitting the Grenadiers from a good vantage point up on the hill. Allied forces are actually continuing the attack on the Whirlwind with Ranger squads and Bazooka squads, which they do die, but the Rangers can pick those up. Putting a lot of pressure on them. Oh, suppressed before he could grab it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But Martyr pulled back. Whirlwind very close to death. He's hoping to go for some AT grenades. And he has the resources for it. Chucks grenades. We got 2. Is it enough? It is enough, and the Whirlwind goes down. So, hey, unfortunately, Bazooka team died, but you did pretty well. Now we got or I guess Yar? Whatever the case may be, he's pumping out his 3rd Stuart. One thing I will take note of is I hope that he goes with the light vehicle training. Reason is again, you get additional accuracy, acceleration, rotation, and veterancy bonus that essentially, if I click on one of these guys, automatically gives Vet 1 veterancy, which is pretty solid stuff. Because again, Vet 1 may not sound like that big of a deal, but you go Vet 1, that increases rotation speed, traversal speed, and acceleration on Vet 1. Pretty good stuff, right? So, Stuarts can be even more effective. Now it looks like with the light armor, they are doing quite well at pushing back the Axis forces all around. Also upgrade to all of his men with those rifles. British coming up, double AT guarding. We got a Crusader as well. It's a hell of a fight, and one the Germans cannot stand. Well, okay, maybe they can't stand as Martyr gets a nice shot on the half track from the side of the hill. Crusader is coming down, but it is a Martyr, so again, has a solid AT potential. But nice shot from the AT guns, and the Martyr might meet its maker. The Crusader gets the last shot in, but a mine detonates, a Teller mine, I assume, and cripples the Crusader. He'll need to pull back very quickly before he gets absolutely neutralized by an AT gun or other forces. But I don't see the Germans in a good state unless they can reveal this thing. But even then, you can see here up on the hill, it's not going to work. They need to they would need a clear shot on target. But I think now they do. Crusader going a weird path. I am truly surprised he didn't see it. But hey, he got close, but no cigar. A lot of British forces. We got up. There's the light vehicle upgrade, as I stated. All of them just got veterancy, which is because of that. Stuart's continuing the pressure, and again, one nice thing about the Stuart is you can take them out and retrofit them with other armor. So if you know, let's say there's a Tiger on the field, you can change them out, right, for a better group or a better change. Anyway, Stuart's putting on the pressure against the Germans still right outside their base. Stuke coming on in. Stuke's not a bad idea. Stuarts will have a tough time penning, as you can see with the bouncing. Not saying they can't pen, but they'll just have a rough time. But luckily all those shots bounced off the Stuke, and they're going to pull back. Now, one other thing is, well, okay, actually, you take that back. So they went with, excuse me, with Tank Commander. So in this situation, additional accuracy, reload speed, and vision. So right now these Stuarts are pretty damn accurate, except for this one, because it got healing. Which, to me, I like healing more, just that way you don't have to worry about guys like healing in the back. But combine that, let's say, with the American force, right? With his, as we saw over here, the designated forward assembly for free. Yeah, that can be pretty positive to heal your allies on the front. So we'll see if there's some allied coordination there. German coordination seems to be bringing up armor. We got Panzer III, we got plenty of infantry moving on in to guard the center point. Now, it looks like the left point is being neutralized by the Germans. The right point is about to be taken by the Allies, and the Allies going with multiple Crusaders. Not the strongest, not the most powerful, but they do have a good amount of speed to them. And actually, they both have veterancy with a kill, which makes me think... Also, good kill right there on the German cache. Let's see. Yeah, he did get the upgrade. Okay, he got armored vehicle training. So, the same thing. They get better upgrades, bonuses, and free veterancy. So that really helps counteract, let's say, the Wehrmacht. Wait, is that a Stuka bomb? What is being called in right now? Oh, it's, sorry. Zeroing artillery. So he's going to pull back before he gets RD'd. Alright. Germans still have the hill, and if we look at overall population numbers, There's a lot of explosions going on in the back. Seems like I would say low 60s. Allies are in the... I would say also low 60s. So it's about even. Though, again, it looks like the Germans are mass-producing their own armor. In this case, the Panzer III, in order to counteract those Crusaders and Stuarts. Now, Panzer IIIs can be upgraded quite, effectively to counteract some of that stuff. We go here. Yeah, with smoke, they could get additional penetration. They could get, all sorts of armor and health bonuses. In this case, we know they have tungsten cores. We know... Actually, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So they do have that penetration. Now, the Crusaders... We go back to them. They can be up to be Crusader 3s, which I think they both are. Yeah, so Crusader 3s have better pens and a better main weapon. So that might be enough to hold back the Panzer 3s. We shall see. Rangers take mid. Again, the more Rangers you have, the more manpower drain it is. So it is something. It's very costly. But, come on. Focus on that unit. Let's get a quick kill. Oh, MG suppressing, but he can always drop a smoke. He might. Oh my god, they went deep, and the Stuarts are not letting him by. They're trying to kill that man. Those Grenadiers, though, are dodging and weaving all those shots. Well, most of those shots. Damn. Most of the shots. We have 4 Stuarts? Oh my god. The problem is the penetration on this thing. But moving up a lot of armor really quick seems to be effective. Kills the half-track. Martyr. Oh, no. That's a Wesp. They immediately focusing on... Oh, my lord. That was a Wesp, I should have said. That was a Wesp. Oh, Brumbar coming on up. Good luck penning that. All the shots are bouncing. You need to get behind it in order to do something. I think one of them penned. You got better at C2 for it. It's like, you penned a Brumbar? Get yourself another star, good sir. But yeah, Stuart's heading south. Not... there's some German forces you need to worry about. Any mines? That is the question. Nope, bust through the terrain. So goes all the defenses. Half-track about to meet its maker. There is a big push by Stoogs in... That's an interesting choice. Attack from behind with Stoogs. Well, they got neutralized pretty quick. So, Gourmet just lost all of his armor. And a lot of his forces, actually. Damn, he lost his Wesp, Stoogs, everything. Again, I get the idea of, like, flank with Stoogs. But the problem with that is simply the fact that they can't turn as effectively. So they just, as we saw, the Crusaders just ran through them and shot from behind. And then the Stoog is pretty much dead because they can't turn their turret to fire. And they're just trying to go back in order for them to fire. So, good job. Let's see, I guess they're going to get some heals, I assume. Hopefully. That's the one thing, I guess, is the idea that they need to go back and heal individually. Again, I would probably try to help with that American, but we'll see. Brumbar is probably one positive, because Crusaders and also the Stuart will have a tough time petting, but it's not meant to fight them, so... Yeah, good luck winning a prolonged battle. Panzer IIIs by Yoon are still there. Angels in the south. I'm assuming he'll place mines. He has enough munitions. That might be the goal. Maybe get lucky with a Teller and then an AT shot or something. Alright, hold on though. Let's double check some things. One, we know the Americans went with Ranger weapons. So, yeah, the Rangers are even better now. Oh, God. That's what you need. Rangers that are even more powerful with 4 weapons, including boys' AT rifles for some reason. We have... Oh, Archer! Oh! Yeah, the light tanks do scouting and cause and rush up. The Archer is the backbone of that. That's what he's doing. I like that. I like that sort of strategy. All right. Stuart's in the front, Archer in the back. And then we got Orange with a mass production of Shermans. I'm assuming he's going to pump out the 76, right? Because he has the base, or the upgrade. So maybe he'll do that? We'll see. Right now, we have multiple Crusaders in the north. Again, Yoon still has a decent force, and he has his own armored group moving in. But the current battle's not that, although it will be. The current battle is all these Stuarts just taking over the south. And one pack gun is all that remains against this stuff. Good luck. That pack gun is going to need to be a hero. Pack gun opens fire again. Misses. That was... Oh, wait, but massive armor battle. Crusader goes down, thanks to, again, additional AT forces. Crusader's still taking a lot of damage. Panzer IIIs are not, and are doing quite well. Yoon, I don't know if he got any additional upgrades, but he probably should. He's getting another Panzer III. He really likes them. Okay. He's just getting a lot of Panzer IIIs. So, again, right now he has a small edge against the Brit player. But we'll see how things continue to go, and maybe the Shermans or something can come in. Zeering coming in this sector. Kills a Ranger squad. Kills a Rifleman squad. Yeah, if you see this, run. Just get the hell out of there. MG being neutralized, so Rangers at least get 1 kill. Stuarts assisting with that, which... As a quick reminder, Stuarts were seen to be, you know, not powerful enough, so they decreased the cost slightly on the unlock. So, wonderful job there. Glad it's paying off. Although, to be fair, top kill, actually right now, goes to the American player slightly with 54. On the German side, the top killer is actually Angel, barely, with 38. Now, in mid, we have a Wesp. So, wait, did they both go? They did. They both went with mechanized. Interesting choice. I guess they hope Zeering will clear the way. Oh, we have a Panther on the field. Yeah. Oh, Sherman, you are done. Oh, Stuart goes down. Wow, they're actually missing. Okay. A massive armor group coming on in. Where's that archer when you need it? Oh, foot guards. They're pretty potent. 5 armored vehicles hit the Panther, and it did absolutely nothing. There goes the Sherman. They're still trying to hit the Panther. Foot guards coming in clutch. Oh, here comes Zeering again. Oh, Archer gets the snipe and puts down the Panther. Even with the artillery coming on in, that's a pretty big win. But hold on. Pack gun coming in from behind. Unable to kill the Archer because of a nice smoke by Stuart. Archer retreats. But hey, killing a Panther is no joke. And that's still not bad. Although, looks like he did lose a Stuart. He's still doing pretty good overall. Yoon does have air support he could call in. Does any of the allies have air support or anything? I guess it would be artillery support if he actually called that in. We have an anti-tank loader for Goop, and Goopo can actually call it in, right? Yeah, I was gonna say he should be able to call it in. Yeah, it's 180, so we absolutely could launch a fierce typhoon strike against these guys if there was another, you know, big battle between the two groups. The British did get more Crusaders up north, so it looks like he's going to continue with that. The Archers have doubled now, so that's not good. That's a lot of firepower hitting big vehicles. It's really going to be up to these Panzer IIIs to bust through the lines and try their best in order to, you know, successfully break the Allied will to fight. We'll see if they can do that. I'm not sure. Because, again, right now, the problem with that would be they need to get behind the lines with air support or something and then quickly neutralize everything. But the problem is I don't think they have enough AT support, infantry support to kind of follow up with that to kind of cause the havoc needed. Because right now, I just see armor. I don't see any support equipment or anything. Meanwhile, the Allies are returning fire. Panzer III is quite injured. AT guns are there. Archers are moving up with the Stuarts. Small push. I'll give credit for Gourmet holding this hill. Because, again, holding this area with... He also has a Panther. Holding this area allows him a decent vantage point against this choke point here. So, I think what this guy might do is come down here to kind of get that more wide open space. So, he has a bit more room to maneuver. But we'll see. He can keep the MG here. Just turn it left so he can hold. Oh, Typhoons are engaging. Crusader is dying. Oh my god. Not crippled. And they killed 2 Crusaders. So I'm not sure why he dove in like that, especially with the third one kind of just sitting there. But I guess he thought he would get a quick kill. That was not the case. Air support did strafe all 3 vehicles. Luckily, the half-track, weirdly enough, a medical truck survived. The other 2 are barely alive. But here comes the planes again. Will they strafe this? I know they're out of range. But I've seen strafes happen when it's just barely out of range. It's more with the artillery, but still. No, they're just going to keep doing circles. Sherman is engaging, but 3 Panzer IIIs are enough to hold that sucker back. Not kill it, he barely escapes. Again, 76 pulling back. 1 Crusader is moving up for quick kills. Nothing over there can kill that Crusader. Go for the AT gun, then he can kill everything else. The AA gun would be the bigger thing. Oh, but he's done. There's so much stuff there, and another Panther. Even if he gets one of them, it's not worth it. He did shoot it! This thing is shooting white phosphorus rounds. Or, like, I guess, rounds that kind of block its vision. Does kill it, but I don't think it's worth losing a Crusader. So right now, Goople went from 3 Crusaders, I believe all with veterancy upgrades, down, or not veterancy, gun upgrades, down to 0. He's getting another one. Good luck. He does have a lot of fuel. I'll give him that. He has a lot of fuel, but manpower. That's the big thing, is manpower to replenish all that stuff. The American player is 2 Shermans. So again, right now the German player is a lot more. Oh, 1 Sherman. Hell of a hit by that West. Good shot. Oh, massive battle in the south. 2 Panthers engaging the Stuarts. Stuarts pulling back. Again, remember, Stuarts do have an awesome ability, which is to tread shot. They can tread shot these and have the archers just light up those Panthers. Smoke is dropped, I believe, to allow them to escape. Archers are having a hard time seeing. Seeing is believing for them, and they don't see it, so they don't believe it. MG's stopping the infantry. I guess he's on the front maybe for a little scouting? Maybe? I mean, not a bad idea. At least have the archers have maximum range while they heal. But right now, victory point-wise, still dead even. After all those fights, both sides are still neck and neck. Now, again, I think the armor issue for Goople could be his big, negative. But we look at Greg. Greg has no infantry. Greg has lost all of his infantry in mid to rangers and whatnot. He's pretty much an armored force now. And his Brumbar's coming back up. Like, he lost that too, thanks to the amount of AT, which, again, Goople has. He has the AT up here. He has additional weaponry. It's just one of those situations where it's like, there's not much over here, which I think that might be what Yoon does. I think Yoon, if he pushes up here to grab this victory point, that would help his team a lot, because that would stop the bleed. Because, yeah, he's bleeding heavily right now. He is bleeding like the Helldiver player base right now after being kicked from 170 plus countries. I was shocked. I was like, is Sony dumb? They're literally, because I would assume you would have to refund everyone because you can't play the game anymore. And it's the change in policy that you're doing, which is different from before, so yeah. Well, hopefully they change that. Fingers crossed. Stuarts continuing to engage the infantry, managing to push that stuff back. Panthers, though, coming on in, can get some great shots. Stuart having a real rough time. He's trying to pull back. Gets a kill. Awesome shot. Second Stuart dead. Archers. Where are the archers? Oh, now they're moving up. Well, a little late than never, right? That would be good. Also, we have double pack guns here in case they get too close. Crusaders pull back. They took some hits from the pack gun among other armored vehicles. Oh, we're salvaging the wrecks. Nice. Wait, did he get weapons from that? Oh, no, it's just salvage. Okay, grants fuel. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Armored unit goes down. Lots of Axis forces, but the air support's not for the Allies. It's for the Axis of all things. And the Sherman's being forced off the hill. Luckily, some bounces prevent... What the Sherman's turning all the way around, and the plane just mops it up. Rangers might get a quick kill on one of the Panzer IIIs. They do.
Enemy is down to 200 points.
Artillery hits the MG. But even with the Ranger support, it was not enough to turn the tide. AT guns are quickly coming back up to the front. But again, not much scouting. Hopefully they can bring up infantry to spot these Panzer IIIs and turn the tide a little bit. Grant took heavy hits. Archers are still available, but pack line is moving on up to, well, intercept and deal with them. Grenadiers are grabbing the victory point. Again, they still have the enemy air support, which I don't think anyone has any AA. Yeah, okay. I think this man realizes they have no AA, and I think Goopel is like, yeah, I'm getting AA. We need to deal with that. All right. Multiple Panthers are injured. Panzer IIIs are moving back up to the front. Yoon on the offensive. Again, no upgrades, though. A decent amount of resources. He might be saving up for a Tiger tank. I'm not sure how effective that is. I mean, Tigers are good, but when the enemy has archers, that could be a bad idea. Maybe you want to go with make the Panzer IIIs better and have more of them, but hey, we'll see how well the Tiger does. Right now, Crusaders are out, equaling the amount of Panzer IIIs.
We have been counted, Tiger 1, Commandant.
Again, Gourmet has managed to take over the south. Yoon is yet to push in the north all that effective. He's playing very defensively, which I guess makes sense. Yoon, do you have a lot of munitions? Not really. Maybe some more caches, like in the back lines. Try to get some more resources for you guys. I'm just pointing it out there. You can't do it, but does anyone have manpower? No, it's because the Tiger tank just made its debut, didn't it? Yep, there's the Tiger. Okay. Meanwhile, Sherman helping in the south against Grenadiers. The Grant is lighting him up as well. Very good job with that attack power, just cleaning things up. I love the Grenadiers. Oh, damn it with the bar. Can't have nice things. You just can't. Again, Sherman could hit those. Oh, no, they're actually in range. They could hit them. Combine that with the Tiger coming in from the side, double Panthers. And, oh, he dropped smoke. No, he didn't drop smoke. I'm sorry. That was just a random shell from something else, but I thought someone did. They did not. Crusaders going in. Buddy, I think that's a bad idea without additional support. We have naval bombardment coming in somewhere. Grant dies, though. Crusaders having a rough time. Well, actually, no. They're pulling back. They didn't take too many hits. But it looks like the Axis may not be done. They are slowly pushing up, but luckily the AT line is there. Would have been better sooner, but they are there now. And a good job for the Allies. They're finally putting caches down. It's like, you have cheap caches. Put down the cheap caches. Like, if I go to, who has the cheap cache, like, you have the manpower where you can put down 2 quick caches here and here. That's a lot of munitions you could theoretically be receiving. Just saying. I mean, you already have 700, so you could be like, well, Greyshot, you already has so many munitions. But then it's like, help your team. Mine up this area, mine up the other area, right? You have spare Royal Engineers. Just go mine crazy over there. I don't, like, that way if the enemy does send this massive armor wave, they get hit by mines, or they get delayed, or, you know. Anyway, Rangers and whatnot are taking the southern point. Allies still in the lead. They're 2 victory points to 1. And taking this would be 3-1. Crusaders, though, taking a lot of hits. This armor is going to eviscerate them. AT is up and ready to go. Can they kill one? They do. Can they kill more is the question. AT trying to hold them back, but they just run through it. Oh, another Crusader up. Come on. There it goes. Tiger now alone. It's like, I've made a mistake. I don't know why this man's pushing forth that much. German infantry managed to kill one of the AT guns. I think zeroing is coming in. Another Panzer 3 trying to engage the Crusader. AT gun trying to help where it can before being obliterated. Panthers saved the day and killed the Crusader. That's now diving into the Tiger as one final charge. AT gun is neutralized completely. Both AT guns are no longer available. So we're seeing the essentially Goopel just losing majority of his army right now. not having a lot to come back sooner. And look at all the Panthers and Brumbars moving in. You know what would have been great? Mines. Mines would have been amazing to stop that giant convoy in that sector. And it's not like he wasn't, I mean, to be fair, it's a different player. But, I mean, like, Greg wasn't pushing that way that often. He could have mined that area up. There is a mine here. So, example being there. Now it looks like we have some air support coming on in. But again, it's a single strike. I mean, it's effective, I'm not going to lie. It does do damage, but you have nothing else to follow up with it. Meanwhile, you have the archers killing the Panzer III quite quickly. But Tigers returning fire, and archers aren't exactly known for having high amounts of health. One shot actually hits both targets. Damn. A 2-for-1. Grand's trying to cover, but pack guns are clearing everything up. We're seeing the allies just lose everything in this. Just consistent battles. The Grand's about to die here thanks to double pack and the Panther. Tiger gets plenty of veterancy. And the allies, I guess we're being so desperate because they're so close to victory. 25 points until the Axis run out of command points. Or not command points, victory points. But it doesn't matter. They don't have anything to follow through. They don't have nothing to kill this stuff. And it's so, well, see, one mine does that. Come on, one last shot through armor. There you go. Panther still managed to get away. But still, you tried. Let's see. Maybe allied artillery? Oh, this man has double howitzers. Maybe they could hit him on the retreat. I don't think they're in range. Or I don't think they're targeting it. I mean, they need recon as well, and allies... They could? But they didn't. I say that because, like, if you go to Goopel, he could have gone with a recon. But naval bombardment's pretty damn sweet, so I get it. Tiger just getting some quick kills. Not quick, sorry, quick experience gain. 32 kills for that Wesp. That's a pretty solid Wesp right there. Good job, buddy. I'm glad you're doing something. I don't know if you're being effective overall, but hey, you're trying. You got the Brumbar still alive. The Panther is going to need some therapy. Rangers trying to take mid, but zeroing is stopping them in their tracks. Remember, we have 2 players in mech. So theoretically, both can go with that heavy artillery approach. Southern Territory, Southern Territory. I know it's in the north, but if you look north, it's here. But anyway, they should be able to grab that. We have a Matilda, which I don't think is the right choice. Matildas aren't known for high penetration, right? They're just not. So I don't know if they're gonna fight like Panzer IIIs, or in this case a Panzer IV. Damn. Or a Tiger, or Brumbars, or Panthers. You're gonna need like a 70-pounder or something to really come on in and back it up, right? Yeah, like something with serious firepower. So hopefully he gets that out. Again, it can be a little... I mean, it's still expensive, but you do get a medical truck with it, so it does help with cost overall. Oh, we have a Crusader on the front to assist. Okay, so 1 of each. How good is those artillery pieces? I'm not seeing any kills at all. They are getting, it looks like, faster artillery, which is pretty good. Are they being boosted by a medical truck? Or one of those medical or supply things? I don't see it. Maybe not. Free fire drills. Maybe? I don't think anything's in range. No. Artillery is hitting the front, so they are trying to blast the Germans away. Double Panther is quickly killing the Crusader, and Brumbars will come in clutch. Allies are down significantly, but Archer is trying to do what it can. Again, put in perspective, we're looking at like mid-40s for the Allies, where the Axis are averaging probably upper 80s. So it's literally 2-to-1 for fronts. But again, we've seen disparaging even that big amount of forces kind of be in a situation where it's like, okay, yeah, everything's sort of falling yeah, it's falling apart, but if we combined our efforts, maybe focus on, like, good artillery and other things. Sure, the American player can't really call an artillery. But, you know, if you focus everything you have and kill an army without losing too much, you can slowly make up that number. Alright, Sherman's trying to make up that number, but Grenadiers are Fausting him in the south. Here comes the Panthers to finish him off. Hopefully a solid AT coverage. No? No AT coverage, huh?
We're losing armor. Sherman gone.
Okay. British force, but again, on the flip side, if you're constantly sending men in to a point and just losing it all, that's not going to help you at all. That does the opposite. Now, MG's guarding that territory. Nice coverage. Massive amount of armor. And the Germans are getting more and more. We can see here we have another Brumbar. We got ourselves multiple Panzers in mid. Some 3s, some 4s, some 6s. So. Let's see. One Archer, one Matilda. It is not looking good. Oh, there we go. Charged shells. Okay. That could be effective to just annoy armor. Archer trying to do its best. Also, gotta love the team. Gourmet putting down caches to help his team, which is really helping. 41 and 55 in the resource department. Allies have half that. More Matildas, which maybe are meant to take the hits so the archers can fire, but I just don't think they're surviving the constant artillery. Which, where is it? Wesp is up to 51 kills. God damn, do not mess with the West. Gourmet's like, I'm done with it. And the other guy's like, there's potential here. Massive amount of armor preparing. I swear. Does that man still have, like, a ton of munitions? He has 1,000 munitions! Buddy! I would place mines everywhere to guard my flank. Especially when the enemy's not engaging. Think how many armored units you could have stopped. Oh, God. Like, use your munitions for something. Anything.
We have 75 points remaining.
Matilda's clearing up the infantry. That's the one thing they're exceptionally good at.
Territory lost.
Fortunately, I don't think they can stop this. There is a single mine here. But the archers are going to need more coverage. Archers being pushed back. Massive amount of armor just neutralizes it. Here comes the Matildas coming down the hill. Panther does go down. Air support coming on in to hit the allies as the Panzer IIIs roll down the hill to kill off the remaining allied forces. It is absolute. It's an absolute. Yeah, it's. Oh my god. And there. Yep, that's the final bit of the game. Under artillery fire and chaos, the allies fall apart and call GG. Yep. Makes sense, all things considered. They were definitely losing a lot. We double check the overview real quick. By the way, thank you, Gourmet, for submitting this replay. Very kind of you. It is a new month, so do appreciate the new replay, especially after the patch. Yeah, on the Axis, well, the Allied side, sorry. Got 95, so positive KD there. The other two didn't do as well. We'll get to that in a second. On the Axis side, actually Greg, I know it's not his name, but still, that's what I'm calling him. 110 kills, and top damage goes to Yoon. All right. Overall, we double-checked the best units. Australian Light Infantry did okay, even though they died a lot. The Grants and Stuarts got a decent helping of kills, even vehicle kills with the Stuarts. Grants did not pay off, where the Stuarts paid off pretty damn well. Speaking of kills, Tiger and Panzer IIIs did okay, but you did mass produce them. The kill on vehicles, though, that's what really helps. Yeah, they increased their potential right there. Looks like overall, Panzer Grenadiers, 3 kills. How does that work? Maybe a lot of Faust or something. Not sure. All right. Anyway, double checking. FG section did okay. Wow. Okay. No, Crusaders. You lost a lot of them. And I find it funny. It's like, well, he didn't produce any. No, he produced 10. But he got a good efficiency overall. Sure. Anyway, double checking on the rest of the stuff. Pack guns definitely did. Oh my god, 5 vehicle kills. Yeah, they got some good experience there. Let's see. Rangers did not as much as I would have thought. So, Riflemen, pretty potent. But again, they switched over, so not really much to count there. Sherman did okay. Not really, right? Yeah, they only got a few kills. Yeah, they did not. The Sherman 76s did not pan out that well. West definitely paid for itself. My god, 56 kills, 2 vehicles. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so that's the MVP units. GG to both sides. And again, if you have a replay, submit to my Gmail or Discord below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, everyone. This is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.